What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to Raiders Latest News, where we bring you the Raiders Latest News. So a lot of things going on with the Raiders as they kind of lock down some of their coaching staff and everything, get the last few pieces kind of together. Speaking of the last few pieces, my hair is everywhere today. But overall, the Raiders, things are coming together, and it's good to see. So just a couple of hires to kind of keep you guys up on the latest. So Chris Beatty, who was the Bears wide receiver coach and interim offensive coordinator last year, is now the wide receivers coach for the Raiders. Now, he also did coach for the Chargers back in the day a couple of years ago. I think it was like 2021 to 2023 or something like that. But anyway, so he's now the wide receivers coach of the Raiders. So good to have some continuity there, as well as experience as an OC, which I think is going to be kind of integral, especially when you have all these assistants that have experience like this. Guys like Chip Kelly, guys like Beatty, guys like DeLand McCullough, who we'll talk about here in a second. But these guys have experiences in these key areas that are going to be very, very big for your offense. Speaking of DeLand McCullough, so the former Notre Dame running backs coach is joining the Raiders in literally the same role. He's going to be the running backs coach for the Raiders. I love it because McCullough has shown he is one of the best running backs coaches in the entire game. Like in college, high school, NFL, doesn't matter. He's a fantastic coach, and his track record has proven himself. If you do any Googling today and you find his, if you find him online, essentially you got to know is for these last couple of years, from 2022 to 2024, he was with Notre Dame as the running backs coach, also the run game coordinator this last year for the Fighting Irish. I think that's their mascot. But anyway, so he's got a ton of experience in rebuilding running games and getting the most out of his current running backs, which, I mean, the Raiders are going hard in the paint in the running game, which I absolutely love. We'll get into kind of all what that all looks like here in a second, but or in another video, excuse me. But overall, also spent time with the Indiana, where he was the assistant head coach and the running backs coach, excuse me, as well as, you hate to say it, former AFC West rival, but in 2018 to 2020, spent time with the Kansas City Chiefs as the running backs coach. Also was the USC run game coordinator as well as running backs coach in 2017. Was first with Indiana as the running backs coach in 2011 to 2016, and then started all out at Miami, Ohio, offense and special teams intern as well as running backs assistant coach. So overall, I think this is big when you talk about getting these two big coaches in, guys that have those experiences of being able to call plays or at least be in those to certain type of situations. But also McCullough, like this is huge. These are absolutely huge coaching additions, because it's not like there's just any one coach that has just a one area of expertise. Everybody's done everything, and that's what you really love to see. And so, the Raiders getting everything together with this offense, a huge emphasis on running the football as well as making quarterbacks comfortable in the situation. Speaking of that, so Chip Kelly held his introductory press conferences. We'll have a full list of takeaways from that press conference out later today, but essentially kind of going through it, some key takeaways. They kind of asked him real quick, kind of what it was like to be back in the NFL. He called it the highest level of football, wanting to get back to that side of things. And then also, they talked about establishing the running game. It's always been a big integral part of his offenses, so that's going to be something to watch. And then finally, another minor point here is the fact that, he's going to build this system around the quarterback strengths. So whether that is Aiden O'Connell, whether that is Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward or Jackson Dart, prayers alive, he's going to build this around the quarterback strengths, which is, I think, how you have to do it. I don't think that you can just have your system and make your quarterback play to it. I think you have to build around what your quarterback does best, or at least the quarterback that you have on the roster does best, and then you can really go from there. I mean, he did it. Chip Kelly did it with the Eagles back in, the Nick Foles days, when he threw like 27 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions. So, I mean, honestly, this is very encouraging as a Raiders fan to see the emphasis on the running game that the Raiders have put on with bringing in Chip Kelly, McCullough and company, as well as, just Chip Kelly's outright affirmation of it, like, hey, we're going to build this system around our quarterback strengths and we're going to reestablish the running game. And so I'm really encouraged by what I'm seeing so far. Hopefully this leads into a lot with the Raiders about a month from now, who will be in free agency, over $90 million in cap space. Baby, we got something going here. But overall, that is the very, very short edition of our Raiders Latest News. We bring you the Raiders Latest News. Let us know if we missed anything. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.